A group of white supremacists got violent over the weekend during a pride event in Montana. So this happened in Bozeman, where about 20 white supremacists wearing masks and sunglasses marched through the city on Saturday, May 20th. So now before I go to the video here, I just want to give you a content warning. There's a slur in here that you'll see, and these are just pretty terrible people overall.
Pedophiles out of Montana!
Rumors out of Montana!
Rumors out of Montana!
Shut up. I was at one in Oregon recently.
Our street!
So, yeah, that was marching through the town. Now, they had carried signs. You saw some of them. White Lives Matter. Yeah, big surprise, right? They had also chanted anti-LGBTQ plus statements, falsely, conflated being part of that community with being a pedophile. Not true. And then handed out racist flyers. Of course, racist, homophobic flyers. So now one person who got one of those flyers, a man named Joseph Wood, decided to get into a little bit of a verbal argument with one of the white supremacists, and it didn't go well. In fact, it ended up getting violent. Wood claimed that during their argument, one of them used their shield as a weapon, while another joined in to pepper spray Wood in the eyes. In fact, he said, quote, "He checked me with the shield, and then they, reached around to this dude. This dude was he literally, hand comes from here, point blank, in my left eye. The most painful part was that I could feel it, going into the eye, not just, spicy on top." So, that's an understandable statement from somebody who just got hit in the head. So, it's a little bit mixed around, but you get it. This guy got hit in the face with a shield and pepper sprayed. Now, he was treated for minor injuries after the attack. And after this happened, by the way, the white supremacists scurried like cockroaches, essentially. Because, of course, they did. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of Wood after the attack here. And it's... Yeah, I mean... It could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Thankfully, he is okay. But at the end of the day, here we go again. Another instance of white supremacists being violent, terrible people. Hey, where's Marjorie Taylor Greene? Isn't she supposed to be talking about political violence? Oh, right. She's obsessed with supposed left-wing violence and not the white supremacist violence, which is actually the number one killer of people in when it comes to politically motivated murders in 2022. All white supremacists, all far right groups.
Give me a break.
Okay, now the white supremacists had a few other interactions with pride goers earlier in the day. There was another video posted by Bozeman Daily Chronicle reporter Nora Shelley that shows people chanting, "We're here, we're queer," to drown out hateful messages. Sweet. Another video shows people dancing to Gloria Gaynor in front of the white supremacists. So one side dances and says, "We're here, we're queer," and the other side marches with shields, masks, and pepper spray. Ironically, one of the few times that they actually want to wear masks. Who are the hateful and violent ones here? I ask mainstream media. They can't seem to figure it out. No, here's the thing, though. Here's the question. Why are white supremacists protesting pride? It doesn't have anything to do with race, does it? Oh, actually, it does. Turns out this anti-trans panic is deeply rooted in white supremacy. So let me kind of go through this piece by piece, I guess. So now you see oh, we're against pride because we're protecting the children. We have to protect the children. No, what they mean is they need to protect white children. See, to them, children of color are not children. They don't actually give a damn about any of them. See, this according to scholar Jules Gill Peterson, she noted that whiteness and childhood are co-constructed. Children of color, she says, are rarely described the same way as white children. Instead, children of color undergo adultification. And we see this where you have people that do racist attacks against black children, seeing them as older than they are. The recent example of a teenager coming to the door, thinking that he's, he went to the wrong house, thinking he was going to pick up his siblings, and the guy just came to the door and shot him in the face, and then shot him again. Well, I thought he was gonna rob me or harm me. No, well, that's an example of the adultification, and of course of the corresponding racism as well. Well, that child, he didn't look like a child, he looked like a scary black man, and we all know a scary black man is gonna come and attack me and rob me. No, but that's what you hear from the right wing all the time. All the time. So now, white children, however, in their minds, within this framework, need to be protected. They need to be protected from social contagion, and we've heard this before. Social contagion of being LGBTQ, specifically now of transness. Remember, there's a conspiracy theory going around that, and this is being spread by Moms of Liberty as well. A recent story came out that Joe Biden is trying to trans children. What? And again, it makes no sense, but it is part of this white supremacy. Now, they believe that children of color are contaminated already. Not just because that they're children of color, obviously, but historical connections between race and sexual and gender transgression. They also fear, on the right, that white Americans' ability to reproduce is being under attack by non-white people. Who are those non-white people? Oh, well, of course, it goes to the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. The Jews.
Jewish space lasers.
Well, instead of the space lasers, they think, oh, no, it's great replacement theory, which, again, is a white supremacist theory that has been adopted, unfortunately, by a lot of members of the mainstream Republican Party, that white people are being replaced by foreigners at the behest of or at the control direction of some, Jewish cabal that is controlling them to take over the United States. It's so incredibly bizarre, their beliefs, but it is an entire web of conspiracy theories. And also, they believe that Jewish people are targeting children in order to make them gay and trans so that white children do not grow up to breed. That's why white supremacists and their allies and their useful idiots are so obsessed with genitals of children, by the way, wombs. They want to deny women abortions, and why they're against gender-affirming care. A lot of this goes back to the 14 words that all white supremacists know. And it's all related to the Great Replacement, and they see the acceptance of LGBTQIA plus people in society as part of the problem. That's why they're going to pride events. That's why they're targeting drag shows. That's why they're calling allies groomers. That's what they're doing. And all of this, again, goes hand in hand with all the anti-LGBTQIA plus bills. All the bills banning critical race theory, which isn't in schools. It's a college level course. And all the right-wing terrorism that we have seen. Everything here is connected to white supremacy. And the Republican Party, they don't only want to ignore it. No. It's not just like, oh, well, hear no evil, see no evil. What are you talking about? White supremacists? No, I'm against them. No, They're calling themselves Christian nationalists and are pushing all these anti-trans bills. They're actively participating in it. They're fighting so-called wokeness. And when they do that, they're participating in it. They are doing all of this participation. And you have to see it. And you have to see that this has never been about protecting children. This has always been about pushing their hateful, bigoted, and racist agenda on everyone else.